Hi, I'm an ex-pop culture researcher with a focus on feminism and the body, and I'm going to be doing a series where I read one-page papers over television series that I love, starting with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's get started. Nostalgia has become a popular anecdote, especially amongst millennials and Gen Xers. We love to look back at the shows of our past and really dig into what made them special. But I think especially with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there's more than just nostalgia here. This is a chosen one narrative packed with cultural references from the 90s, and it also just really goes into the common storyline of how high school really is hell. Okay, maybe not that common. In this paper, I will touch on the narrative basics of Buffy's pilot episode, Welcome to the Hellmouth, and argue why it is an exemplary first introduction into the main characters, the setting, and the overall genre. To start out with, we begin with a feint. A boy and a girl breaking into a school after hours with shadows and ominous music playing as the audience is misled to think that the girl could be in danger, only for her to transform into a vampire and kill her male companion. It's a cold opening that hints at that things are not what they seem, especially helpless blonde girls. We will not be seeing any of them here. We then immediately transition to the mind of Buffy Summers. She's having a nightmare that occurs with mysterious images and takes place all the way up until she wakes up on her first day at a new school. So going from a cold opening to this nightmare sequence to this first day of school, we're moving from a series of mysterious images into something that's extremely relatable. This primes the audience for empathy rather than leading towards more confusing. What is something we can all relate to? The anxieties of a first day of school. We then meet Buffy and Willow and Xander through this lens of youthful empathy. Buffy wants to be herself but also fit in. Willow is kind, soft-spoken, and notably bookish, and Xander is clumsy, friendly, and immediately has a crush on a girl way out of his league. Relatable archetypes going through a relatable experience of high school. Between meeting our friends, we also meet the frenemy, Cordelia, and we also meet our favorite watcher, Giles, who serves as a Gandalf or Dumbledore sort of guide through the series. He helps explain the terrors of Sunnydale, the role of a Slayer, and he's wrapped up in this bookish and knowledgeable archetype that creates a sense of trust in his character and in the world building. And lastly, the pilot is in two plots, creating a sense of curiosity when the plot ends on a cliffhanger in the first episode. While the plot is simple enough, Buffy trying to balance school and making friends, as well as her duties as a Slayer, the main thread of the episode looms large enough to bleed into a second episode. It creates a lot of questions for the audience, as well as a serial nature of the show that you just have to watch every single week. It's a perfect pilot. Thank you.